Hello? There it is. Welcome to the Circle Shenanigans, episode 39. I'm Brother Paul, and tonight we will be discussing the Survivor Series recap and some huge returns. Can't wait. It's crazy.
He can't wait. I can't wait. I wasn't really sleeping. I'm Scotty, and sitting next to me is my boy Reese, and we are missing Jeremiah, but us are a three pair of the four, whatever you want to call us, shenanigan people, squared circle shenanigans.
Three amigos.
Three of the four because Jeremiah's not here.
That's true. Well, we can be the three musketeers, then when he's here, we're the full horsemen.
Yeah.
Monroe's
like four horsemen.
Absolutely. There you go. Boom. But yeah, absolutely.
Knock, knock.
So before
Who's
we
there?
get,
I don't know.
It's a really good question. Before we get to anything, I'd like to send a huge thank you for the love and support from the Mint Cannabis, Smokers Society, FU Wrestling, 8 Mile Vodka, Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, Lane's Pizzeria, IWR, DTW, Pro Wrestling Edge, The Little Brown Jug, and Cravings Sports Cards and Collectibles. Thank you
Hell yeah.
all for your love and support.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Continuously.
So, Brother Paul.
Yes.
Survivor Series
War Games.
I'm the one who's on the fence. I mean, it's cool, but there should have been a traditional Survivor Series match too.
I agree.
There hasn't been in a few years, and I think the 5-on-5 is always awesome. But there was a huge return, dude. Absolutely. My favorite return probably ever.
Ready?
Freaking R-Truth is back.
I'm
so happy. R-Truth came back.
R-Truth came back with a smile on his face. He's ready.
I'm so happy.
I can't wait.
I didn't watch the very end.
Jimmy.
I turned it off.
Little Jimmy wasn't there?
I didn't see little Jimmy.
Man. He's probably hanging out with John Cena.
Probably. You know, that was R-Truth's childhood hero. So.
Absolutely. Trying to
Wait,
learn from the best.
I do know what you're talking about. Remember when R-Truth came out and thought he was facing Paul Heyman?
Oh my gosh.
And then he brings out the ladder and the battle royal.
The ladder.
They said you're not even in the match.
Yeah, you're not even in the match.
He said, "My bad.
That's my bad." I do remember that though. Paul Heyman, I'm gonna throw you over the top rope at the Royal Rumble. I'm not even in the match.
That made Brock Lesnar.
You're
laugh.
facing the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
That broke Brock. He laughed. I like when R-Truth makes people break character. It's
great.
Awesome.
It started off with Santino Marella, and it just got better with Hornswoggle and Santino, and then you got R-Truth now.
No, anybody who can make anybody break, like Sami Zayn making. Jimmy was it Jimmy?
Jimmy, Jay, Solo, and Roman.
Well, he made everybody break, but who
the whole bloodline
at one point? Who was the one who didn't like him? Was it Jay that didn't like him, or was it Jimmy that didn't like him? So Jimmy, he was making Jimmy break character every week, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's not feeling very oozy right now, and you just see everybody just laughs. Dude, Roman laughs. Everybody. That was awesome. I like that, but I'm the funny guy, so I like comedy. Mm-hmm. So, Survivor Series, R-Truth. Did anything else happen? Well, Randy.
A lot of stuff happened.
Randy happened.
Randy Orton.
Randy looks like
returned
in the best shape in
the main event.
Years. So awesome.
Randy Orton was buffed. That was absolutely
wild. Yeah, he looks really good. The cool seeing the all of them do the DDT at the same time was cool.
Vintage awesome. War Games.
Mm-hmm. But
vintage War Games.
I seen like a meme. I wouldn't say a meme, but like somebody posted on the internet before Randy comes back. Wouldn't it be cool if when Randy comes back and he comes back with his old theme song? It's like, yeah, dude, that would be. I was thinking about it. I really like. Hey,
I thought I really like that. I thought it was gonna be like a heel Orton. Oh Lord, I can't read that. That's really fall. No, I can't.
Is this our friend from the other country?
No, this is Brother Coco Tiwea.
I'm just kidding. I knew that.
The kayfabe band. Yes, sir.
Man, do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
Remember what I'm talking about? When the guy was like, I want to be wrestler.
Yeah.
Have you gotten the Have you been here for the big giant messages yet?
Oh, was it that? Was it like that burner account?
Yeah, I think it was like a burner account thing.
It was when I commented on you guys. I got a
and
reply.
Then yep, they replied
I didn't click on it or anything because I was like,
bro, the Coco T-Win. Hi, Sharon.
Didn't get to see the whole thing, but did see Orton come back. Love it. CM Punk. I thought that was like an abbreviation for something. CM Punk.
It is.
Shut up. Was missed only in this hometown, though. For real, actually, though.
I don't know. I think he would have got the pop anywhere. Everybody's like, no.
Do you think he would have gotten such a big pop if it wasn't in Chicago?
Yeah.
Probably. He still probably would have got a really big pop.
Still to this day, even after he returned to AEW, do you know how many times I've been doing a WWE event over the last 10 years, and at every single one of them, a CM Punk chant has broken out? Like
it starts
single
outside
one of
the arena, and then it goes
every single WWE event I've been
and then eventually it just ends up in the show.
Did you see all the people chanting CM Punk during the kickoff on Survivor Series?
Oh yeah,
Booker T was getting a little mad.
Yeah,
well, and I really think the Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins was
this is
priceless.
a work. I think it's got to lead the night one. That's folks. That's your night one main event of WrestleMania right there. I really, really think so. I know there's the interview that Seth called him a cancer to the locker room or whatever.
Yeah,
but then in the interview after that, after he said that, he's like, "Well, if it's the right time and for him and everything for the company, then he's okay with it."
Yeah.
So,
well,
he looked really mad in those videos.
Punk came back during those wild time.
Just. Because it looked like it was going off the air. Like they had the little words at the bottom of the screen, like the trademark thing. Like it was literally going off the air.
Yeah.
Punk
breaks the rules.
Yeah. Do you think they cut it so quick? Because I mean, it was cut pretty quick. Do you think they cut it so quick because of Seth Rollins acting like that? Like, because you notice how he just got like a little mad. I mean, he got mad, obviously.
The cameras didn't catch that though. They were
those are fake. That's all. Yeah, I've only seen it from several different angles. Like I've seen it from somebody sitting above the entrance.
That's either during the when the cameras are on the fans or like
that was the because Michael Cole and Corey Graves had already been up from their chairs, so that means they were walking back. That means they were off the air. So the cameras had already stopped.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, well, the live feed had stopped, and who's to say they didn't record that? Because I think it's a work. I think it's just all part of it.
Been a WWE exclusive if they did record it.
Do you remember a few years ago when Seth Rollins called CM Punk out on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, I remember that.
This is long-term storytelling.
Yeah, but you got to remember as well, there's been another challenge by one Shinsuke Nakamura for him to come back. Not
CM Punk, that's the GTS.
So could he be coming back for Nakamura or Rollins? Do we have a pay-per-view before the Royal Rumble? And do we see one of those matches happen before the Royal Rumble? Do we see one of them happening at the Royal Rumble? Right now, no. Right now, the next pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble on the 29th of January. I think it is.
Really?
Let me see, actually. 27th, sorry.
I mean, it doesn't matter what date, but
yeah, the next one's supposedly the 27th of January. So there's not one for December as of right now. And
since when? Didn't they do one last year?
They usually do. They usually try to do one every month. So there should, or every 6 weeks, something like that. So there should most likely be one.
What? I remember when I could quote to you the WWE like pay-per-view monthly schedule. Like I could quote it.
I agree with Colin. Where are you, Scotty? I can't see you. You're blending into the chair very well over there.
That's funny. Still my joke.
Where are you? Anyways,
he's like John Cena. We can't see him.
Absolutely. You see, you're over there hanging out with little Jimmy and John Cena in the Invisible Club.
You're a little Jimmy.
No, I'm a little Paul. No. No, Jimmy, just Paul.
Just Paul.
Anyways,
Paulie D.
Let's actually get into the show.
What do you mean?
like the matches instead of just the surprises.
I'm just kidding. Absolutely.
Let's get into the actual show.
Can I just tell you what my favorite match was?
Sure.
The Dragon, Lee, and Pablo Escobar. I'm just kidding, Santos. No, it was really, really good. Like it literally captivated my attention the entire time. Like I was at work watching it. Like I had my phone propped up watching it. Like just intrigued.
You were making pizzas while watching it. Oh.
I don't
make
pizza anymore.
You make food. I don't care.
Thank you.
Last thing I remember, you make pizza. Okay,
but I don't.
Why don't you have pizza for us? Come on.
I don't.
Unbelievable.
Brother Paul.
Unbelievable.
Believable. Okay, so
can we start? Anyways, we're gonna go with the women's war game match. First off, why is it 4 women teams instead of 5?
I don't know. No, I mean, and they said excluding. We said excluding Dakota Kai. I mean, she still got involved. I mean, obviously,
but she wasn't in the.
But she wasn't in the match, obviously. I am surprised they didn't do a traditional like 5-on-5. Still, it was a great match.
I'm pretty sure it's because Dakota's hurt, but like
I think so.
I get it. Can you not, just throw somebody random in there?
Yeah, it was still a good match.
Or even hell, make Rhea Ripley fight twice. Sadly, they could have did something else because they did what? 1, 2 that. Yeah, they could have done it.
Yeah, they could have.
Should have brought in like friggin' like what's her name?
They have 2 women's tag team champions that were just doing
what's
nothing.
Her name?
Ruffles. They have Rodriguez. They have Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia. That's what I was thinking. She just came back.
That's it. Tag team champions eating Ruffles, doing nothing.
Nia Jax just came back, and what you think this is like the 3rd time she's got to come back and hasn't made an impact yet.
Absolutely.
So sorry.
I'm surprised they didn't have like maybe Shayna Baszler.
But I was hyped when she came back again. Like every time Nia Jax has come back, I've been hyped about it because I'm like, all right, is she gonna be the monster that we know she can be? No, she's just in the back.
Oh, she's just there,
unfortunately. Ridiculous.
So yeah, we had Team Belair, which is Bianca, Charlotte, Shotzi, and Becky versus Damage Control.
Your damage is controlled.
You're right. Which was Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane.
It was a good match.
It was a really good match.
I like that. It was like the pop-up elbow drop that it was Io Sky. Yeah, it was Io Sky. Of course, she climbed up and jumped off the cage. But I really like that they did. Kairi Sane did a pop-up elbow drop. So they threw her up onto and then she landed on the chairs. Yeah, that was a cool match. That was a cool move.
Absolutely.
Bianca, cool with her hair when she was whipping them.
Mm-hmm. 2 big spots.
2 big.
Charlotte Flair moonsault off the top.
It was really cool when Undertaker came out for Ted DiBiase's team.
That
was my favorite part.
Anyways, and of course, Io Sky taking her leap of faith with a trash can on top of her head. Or over her head, sorry.
That was cool. I knew she was going to do that.
Yeah. Vintage war games for her, as they say.
Or when last time. It was Team WWF versus what do they call the WCW and ECW?
The Alliance.
The Alliance.
The Alliance.
Come on, WCW. The heck?
That doesn't count as WCW. Sir.
I know, because they were dead. They're dying. Sorry.
That does not get to count as good old WCW.
You're right, because they were dying. And they had to
doesn't
deal
count
with
as
the cancer of ECW. Anyways, Bianca's team won. The faces won.
Did you why you wanted we said Bianca's team, correct?
We wanted the faces to win.
Now do you like how
that's true you didn't.
Now did you like how the finish? Did you like how Becky, they all teamed up on Bayley?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Especially since Bayley had something to do with all of their
Did you see when like Charlotte and Becky hugged in the match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that was pointless.
Well, they were mad at each other, and they became best friends again.
I know they've been mad at each other, but should have been in a match against each other to end it one more time.
There still could be. You never know.
I don't think so. Not with them making it up like that. You know? Inside the match, like
anything can happen.
This is true. CM Punk is back in the WWE, so like
mind blowing.
Yeah,
sorry, I keep bringing that up. I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah,
my Jaden, my nephew, he has never got to see CM Punk. Like we had tickets for WWE,
right,
and the tour, like the house shows right before WrestleMania,
right,
in 2014, and he left at the like he was scheduled for those shows, so it would have been his first time seeing them, and he didn't. He left WWE at that point, so he's never got to see CM Punk live yet, and I'm hoping he gets to now.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah,
like
dude,
I want CM Punk to come to Grand Rapids or Detroit.
Yeah,
let's be real.
With CM Punk when he left in 2014, because he wasn't at WrestleMania, of course.
Nope.
He was at Ultimate Warrior's Memorial.
Really?
Yeah, if you go back and watch the beginning when you
see
him in a hoodie though, and he's standing behind John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, it's because it was the Raw after the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
and he was slated to face Cesaro at the time.
Yeah, but
he decided that he wasn't going to do that, and he just left the building.
I don't think it was because of that. I don't think that was
the no, it wasn't that match, but it was stuff back with WWE. And stuff. But yeah, they were having him lose a lot and a few other things, and he was slated to fight Cesaro.
Has anybody thought about it like this though? What's the other company that TKO owns?
UFC.
He's been a part of UFC for a while. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
is that a factor in him coming back? Seeing the picture of him and Triple H,
is he gonna be in both UFC and WWE?
I mean, there's a chance. I mean, I don't think he's gonna have a fight in UFC anymore, but like, I'm sure he still practices like jiu-jitsu and stuff or whatever, like his style. I believe it's jiu-jitsu, but like, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay, brother Paul, I'm sorry I've drugged this on too long. Go ahead and go on with your show.
Wasn't it the IC match? The second one?
Yeah, Intercontinental was next.
So. The Intercontinental between Gunther and Zamiz.
It was really, really good. I wanted the Miz to win, but it was
really fantastic
good.
Good show by both athletes.
I didn't think they were going to give the Miz that much.
No, but and Gunther
playing the underdog this whole time, and fighting for those geeks, those losers, those freaks, whatever they called. It was called so many different things I don't remember.
Yeah,
like he fought for this, he fought for that. He was the superhero. He was the face. He's gonna be a champion again. If it's IC champion, I don't know.
I have always been a Miz fan, whether or not he's been a good guy or bad guy. Like,
very true.
I've always been a Miz fan. So I want if the Miz gets another shot at the WWE title or world title, I don't imagine it's gonna be the
dude Miz and Rollins.
Yeah, I don't imagine it would be against like Reigns or anything.
I'd love that.
Not necessarily now. Wouldn't it be cool if long?
Oh yeah, me too.
Sorry, along down the line, you got like, let's say, by some chance Roman drops the title to somebody that rhymes with Schmody Schmodes, and
I don't
you have Schmody Schmodes versus the Miz for a world title. That would be incredible. Sorry, I do want the Miz to win another world championship. But I don't want him when he won the Intercontinental title last time and brought relevance to it before they changed the look of it this last time. And it was it was really that was Cody that brought the old title,
the white one. Yeah.
But that was Miz that brought relevance to it again.
Yes,
because his title run with that belt. Yeah, that title run with that belt was incredible. He's one of my favorite IC champions of all time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He should have. He. I don't know who's gonna beat Gunther.
So I was telling Reese this actually before the show. It's a small rumor, but I see it unfolding already, so it's a possibility. But I see Imperium
imploding,
breaking up, and imploding because Gunther's putting so much pressure on Ludwig and continuously supporting Giovanni that what I told him exactly was they're gonna have a tag team match. Giovanni's gonna blame and Gunther are gonna blame Ludwig, and he's gonna snap and he's gonna beat them both down as the face and get the pop that he deserves. And then they're gonna go on to have like either a battle royal or like a tournament, and he's gonna find a way to be in it, and he's gonna go all the way and win the tournament, and then he's gonna be the one to defeat Gunther for the title.
Yeah,
and we get the huge congrats that he deserves because he's been doing fantastic as a heel and a face. And somebody needs to be Gunther, and as the bully of Ludwig, I think it's time for the bully to get taken down a peg.
I bet
basically.
I bet Imperium will implode. Not even be.
I see it happening before Royal Rumble or at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Like during like WrestleMania season, maybe.
Possibly even, yeah.
Like to set up a storyline for leading to WrestleMania.
That'd be awesome if it was at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I'm saying probably before by Royal Rumble.
Is it 2 nights again this year?
Yes.
I think it's going to be 2 nights.
It's going to stay like that for a while.
That's the new format.
6th and 7th. Yeah.
Do you like the 2 nights?
No, not really.
Not really.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. At first, I personally preferred like the 6 to 8 hours. Like whatever. It's a whole day. I get to hang out and just,
watch WrestleMania.
Chill with my friends, eat and watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, at a certain time,
cool, because
it's 2 days, right? It's only 4 or 5 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
And it's
perfect.
Like 6-7 matches each instead of having,
having like
15 to 20 matches within one day and one night.
Mm-hmm.
You can break them up and
And they did that during COVID, I think, because they had to film several matches on different days.
Yeah.
But I
used to like it.
That.
I used to like it the other way.
Yeah, Wrestle
now
Kingdom
I'm starting to like it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched Wrestle Kingdom?
Wrestle Kingdom follows the 2 nights.
Ooh, and it's always done that, though.
I might have.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I think so.
Dude,
yeah.
I stayed up.
I did
and
I watched
Osprey
and Omega.
The pay-per-view didn't start until like 1:00 in the morning here.
Yeah.
And then the match I wanted to watch didn't even start till 6 a.m. And I watched all of it.
Pre-main event or main event?
It was the main event. Yep. It was when Jericho fought Omega in 2018. Is one of my favorite matches I've ever watched.
Against them? Yep, I remember.
One of my favorite matches I've ever watched. Is brutal. The match is brutal. And then Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom is brutal.
Yeah, I watched that one.
A lot of people want Kenny Omega to go to WWE.
I think that's
a lot of people wanted Ospreay to go to WWE too, and he went to All Elite.
Mm-hmm.
So,
now, how do you feel about Kenny Omega and AEW?
I love Kenny in AEW.
Kenny's great in AEW.
He's just great. I think he's just a great wrestler in general, and whatever he does.
Listen, one-winged angel.
Oh, the one-wing angel. Only one person was kicked out.
I think it's crazy if you think about it. It took forever, but like as WWE people got cut, they went to AEW, and like I just realized if you think about it a little bit, AEW and WWE basically did like trades off and on here and there.
It's true, yeah.
I mean,
it started with Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
That she went to WWE.
Cody went back to first.
Cody in New Japan when he went to AEW?
Yeah. Cody when he was released.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I guess it does.
He did Impact, but he went and wrestled on the Indies. Like he
did a lot. Yeah, he did Ring of Honor. He did NWA.
IWR was a thing in that like 2000
that time
17.
You probably could have had him there.
Cody would have.
You could have possibly had him. Yeah.
No, I guarantee you, Cody Rhodes would have wrestled for IWR. That would have been one of his stops, and then when he would have went back to WWE,
probably would have depended on
that would have been on his
fucking things.
His belt. IWR would have been.
That's true. But it would have really depended on certain
every
things.
organization he wrestled for was on that.
That's what Austin Aries did after he left WWE. He not only went back to TNA, but he wrestled internationally with independent wrestling.
Absolutely.
I didn't like Austin Aries in the WWE.
AA.
I don't like how they did.
I don't like how they did him. I should say. I've always liked Austin Aries, but I don't like how they did.
How they should have. I saw him. Because I ultimately saw Austin Aries in TNA and Ring of Honor and that before he went to WWE, and I was like, "What? Put a belt on him. Give him a shot." They gave him cruiserweight title shot, but I can't see how Neville beat him. Neville is a great wrestler. Well, now he's Pac.
Yep.
but
AEW.
in AEW, but I did, you know, like I didn't like how that went down.
I agree.
That's fair.
That's fair. Cadillac.
What?
Buchanan.
Oh my god. All right. After that was Santos.
Yeah, sorry, I've already told
Carlito, but he was injured the night before on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Due to a sneak attack by Santos Escobar.
Pablo Escobar.
So your boy Pablo decided he was gonna face Dragon Lee,
and he's very good at being a heel. He's one of my favorites right now. Santos Escobar is one of my favorites right now for sure.
Dominic and Escobar, and even Logan Paul kind of are like the top 3 heels right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, Logan Paul's not even trying to be. I mean, now he is, but when he was trying to be a face, he was still a heel because everybody.
It was absolutely crazy,
except for the kids. It was like John Cena all over again. You got his music hit. Yeah, boo.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's how it was at SummerSlam too. It was loud.
Yeah.
But Ricochet got a pop like I have never heard before.
That's very true.
Yeah,
absolutely. Nonetheless, let's talk about your favorite match a little bit. Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar.
It was incredible, dude.
It was a really fantastic match. There was a bunch of high spots. There was a bunch of flippy doos, as they call them. A bunch of crazy movers
outside of the ring.
Yeah, dude, they popped around the. Listen, I love the 2-ring format. I mean, I don't know it's only once a year, but like, dude, they were bouncing around everything. It was so cool. It reminded me like 2003 cruiserweight division,
absolutely,
or even when I'm younger than that, WCW's cruiserweight division. That's the best cruiserweight division of all time is in WCW.
Weirdly, it reminds me of Rey Mysterio versus Super Crazy, or like Rey Mysterio versus Juventud.
Yeah,
that the Super Crazy happened in like WWE, but like
I know,
but like I seen Juventud
like you said,
Rey
2003, like old school that way. Like that's what that kind of reminds me of.
What like when Matt Hardy had the cruiserweight title. Like that time era, that whole era, like Jamie Noble, Paul London, Brian Kendrick, all those guys winning the cruiserweight title, and like Helms, and that Gregory Helms when he was a heel as his real real name is Shane, but like his Gregory Helms character, like dude, that cruiserweight division is one of my favorites. Yeah, I don't
number 1 announcer.
He's
cruiserweight
still
champion.
Part of WWE. Like he's still. He does the Japanese commentary.
Yep.
And
number 1 announcer.
He was there one day. Like what?
So good.
Where were we at? Wow. I think it was Hell in a Cell. I think we met him at Hell in a Cell. Me and my buddy Paul met him at Hell in a Cell 2017, which was on my birthday.
That's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
The hell of a birthday.
Yeah, that was when the Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah. That was a great match too.
Was absolutely. Well, nonetheless, Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar was a fantastic banger of a match.
Yeah.
With of course the heel Santos Escobar coming out victorious.
Let's go.
Of course.
And I really like Dragon Lee too. I like before.
Dragon Lee is fantastic. I am so happy that they brought him up so quickly from NXT.
Yeah, well, it's not NXT. I've seen him before. I've seen him.
I know.
He was on. He was in Japan.
He was in multiple places. I'm just saying he was in NXT for like a few, and I was like, he just needed to come straight up, kind of thing. I feel like Dominic should have went to NXT. And not got the main roster thing. And
Dominic's really good in the ring, though.
He is.
He's
You're not
very
wrong.
good at what he does.
He's been training with some of the best since he was.
I mean, his dad, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, yeah, he trained and wrestled around with Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Chavo Guerrero.
I don't necessarily know if it.
Shut up. Gosh,
that was a good idea.
Shut up. Stop being so.
With Santos is
my favorite part. You knew what I was gonna say.
What did you see right before the match?
Stoner Scott.
Right before the match, did you see the sign right behind Santos's head?
What was it?
It said, "Do you really want his leg amputated?"
Oh my god!
Yes.
Yeah, why not? No.
It was for of course, right? I hope you get
absolutely.
That made me laugh.
Yeah, definitely a good one. After that, though, we had a fantastic Women's World Heavyweight Championship match between Zoe Starks and Rhea Ripley.
I thought Zoe was gonna win.
My first question is, why does it look like Zoe Stark's trying to join the Viking experience or whatever the heck they call it?
Viking Raiders, something.
Yeah, that's their finisher name, isn't it? The Viking experience, the Viking Raiders. That's their finisher maneuver. Shush.
Yeah,
I know certain things about them. I know their names and I know their finisher name. That's all that matters.
That was. I thought they both did a great job.
Absolutely.
I'm glad Rhea Ripley won, but
oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean, great show by Zoe Stark.
That's crazy though, if you think about it. Zoe went from being like just an NXT call up to
winning the battle royal
with Charlotte and Bianca,
winning the battle royal
to going. Winning a battle royal to going to be the protege of Trish Stratus and a feud with Trish Stratus.
That was awesome.
To being in a world title match. I think it's 2 times now already.
Yeah.
And doing phenomenal in both matches and proving that she deserves them and that she deserves to be there.
She wasn't being Rhea.
She wasn't.
Everybody wanted to,
but
she wasn't being Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea ain't gonna lose to WrestleMania. What? Didn't I tell you that this is? Didn't I? Oh, I guess I can wait a minute. It has to do with Rhea Ripley. But
go ahead.
Later on, no, I gotta wait till the main event because it was later on down the line.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I was gonna say I think we're ready for the main event.
All right, then.
Which of course is the 5-on-5 humongous War Games match between Drew McIntyre and the Judgment Day, which was JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio, and the tag team champions Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Seth freaking Rollins, and the returning Viper Randy Orton. Team faces, team anti-Roman, team baby faces, team good guys, whatever you want to call them. I've seen so many different things. Team Rhodes, whatever.
Yeah, Team Rhodes is what I've seen a lot.
You know what I call them? Team winners.
Mm-hmm.
Did you call them team? Did you call them team winners during the match because they hadn't won yet?
I did because I made sure that I predicted that they were going to win, and that's why they're team winners.
So I told you, I told you we almost got Damian Priest as world champ. That almost happened.
Yeah,
it didn't almost happen. It was a setup just for Randy.
Well, I know, but I told you that was a huge possibility.
Yeah, but they weren't actually going to. They weren't actually going to cash in.
Paul.
I know.
You kicked me.
I did. I kicked you halfway off the screen.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry. Stop yelling at me.
I'm not even raising my voice.
You're right. I'm just hearing you very loudly.
Quiet.
ASMR.
I can hear an echo.
Can you?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks. Anyways, how'd you like the match?
The match was great.
Yeah.
Seeing Randy.
Use your microphone.
You can hear me.
Not when it's like down here. I don't know. It depends on how loud you're talking. Oh my god. You're not even using your voice now. Now you're just lip syncing.
No, it was great. Like I said earlier, the 4-way DDT was dope. Randy's one of my favorites ever. Like heel Randy is my favorite. Like the Viper 2012 Randy Orton is one of my favorite Randy Ortons ever. Like
where he was punting legends left and right.
He was just kicking people.
RVD,
in the head.
Shawn Michaels, Sergeant Slaughter,
Yep,
Dusty
he
Rhodes,
was just kicking people
Vince,
in the head.
Shane, Triple H, Stephanie.
Yeah.
You know,
the entire McMahon family.
All of them. Everyone
Big
but
Show,
Linda. I think it was Mark Henry. You know, all these people. Matt Hardy.
Listen, all of them, dude. That
I swear it was like a list of like 15, 20 people.
Where he shaved his head.
Well, Punk was one of them too because he lost the world heavyweight title for it.
Yeah.
To Jericho.
It's so good to see him back though because that was a long time. Like for him to be out, like that was over a year. Like
almost 2 years. It was about a year, just over a year and a half.
I'm glad his back is good and he's fine to wrestle again because he hears voices in his head.
I liked how with he was gonna get set up Priest for the RKO and then he slowly turned over to Jey.
Yeah, I was gonna say now that's the real question. What happens between Randy Orton and Jey?
Yeah.
he was cool with them, it seemed, for one night, and he specifically said he remembers what they did.
Yeah, but so then look what happened.
The question is,
what happened 20 seconds, right? Not even 20 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
That.
He
saved him from getting him.
And he apologized. The question is, does the Viper accept it?
That's true.
Well, from the sounds of it, he's a face, so probably.
Well, we'll find out more.
Now, is he gonna blame it all on Jay?
No, but the question is, will he accept his apology, and will he, understand what was going on at the time?
I don't think Randy Orton will, honestly. I think he's gonna go back to being a heel, sort of.
Well, it's on right now.
Yeah, it is, but who knows when Randy's gonna be on the.
He'll probably be on in the main event, like tonight.
He'll be on towards the middle or the end, probably. Well, here's the thing. What I read was there's gonna be a huge start to Raw and a huge end. So it's either Punk starts or Orton starts, and whoever starts, the other one ends.
Well, it started already.
You just said that already. Thanks. You got any information while you're on your phone?
I'm doing something.
I don't want to look it up, but you know what? Screw it. That's inappropriate. What are you doing?
With Randy Orton, with the match between
of Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, right now. The Eradicator.
Are you just on?
I just turned on Monday Night Raw, bro.
You're just on Spectrum?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you monster!
Successful Survivor Series.
Well, Randy Orton's on right now with Rhea.
Well, there's Randy right there, boy.
Randy and Rhea. Unbelievable.
Give her the RKO.
Bro, though, actually.
With the men's War Games match, I really liked how.
Can you turn it down a bit?
Oh, yeah.
I like because, they said.
Not all the way down.
Because with CM Punk returning. With CM Punk returning, I feel it because it over with the match, it overshadowed, I think, not only Randy Orton's return, but Cody.
That's not how that works. You're gonna get us cut.
But Cody Rhodes is
WWE's gonna
family
screw us
legacy
over
because his dad made the match and then his dad was undefeated. So
okay.
I think that also overshadowed not Randy's return, but CM Punk's return.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that doesn't.
I definitely feel like CM Punk's return overshadowed.
How many matches Dusty created?
Yeah, and then
a lot.
He's created a few, but this was the first ever one that he created.
Yeah, War Games
was War Games, and he was in the first ever one. And then years down the line, him and his son Dustin were in it. And now, years later down, we have the third generational superstar, the grandson of a plumber, the son of Dusty Rhodes. We've had Cody Rhodes in the War Games. So that's 3 generational superstars in one match that the father created within multiple years.
And then it just gets overshadowed by CM Punk. It's
wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
Don't get me wrong. It's interesting. It's cool, but it overshadowed 2 big moments in wrestling history. Cody Rhodes being a third generational superstar and the match that his father created.
Him getting the win inside of his
and them winning it, but also Randy Orton's return.
Yeah.
It just kind of overpassed both of them, basically.
Yeah.
Randy got a really good big pop. However, Punk got the huge pop.
Yeah.
Of course, because one, they're in Chicago, his hometown.
See, I'm still one that thinks that would have happened anywhere.
I agree with you. It most definitely would happen anywhere, but I feel like it's just a little bit.
I also seen a report that AJ's coming. They want AJ to come back late this year, early next year.
AJ Lee.
I was like, AJ's there.
AJ
is there. What are you talking about?
AJ Lee, his wife.
CM Punk's wife.
Yeah, but you just said AJ.
AJ Styles.
I mean, that's kind of, we're talking about Punk, so it's kind of, I didn't think about that. I just kind of thought that was obvious.
Dude, CM Punk versus AJ Styles.
Ooh.
I want that at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Could you imagine them inside the Royal Rumble together?
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Now, I know it's...
Speaking of Royal Rumbles, though, CM Punk's final match was in 2014, and he was actually the first participant in the men's Royal Rumble match that year.
Yeah. Which Roman Reigns ended up winning. Well, no, was it?
Was that the one for the title that year? Do you remember when they did 40 guys?
Yeah, that one was.
Was that year?
No.
I remember having
Del Rio run that one. That was.
I remember begging my mom to buy me the pay-per-view
for the 2 titles.
No, for the 40-man.
The 40-man, that was back in 2011.
Yeah, that was way.
That was
a long
before
time
that, and that was
and
when
he went
Del Rio
on
won.
to Fight Edge.
Yeah.
But no, Batista won that year.
Yep.
How'd you think about the 40-man?
You say 49ers?
What'd you think about the 40-man?
I personally,
Niners.
I thought it was clearly it was longer.
Yeah.
Clearly it was a little more.
Oh yeah, it was like an hour and a half.
Wild.
Long. Like almost 2 hours long.
I liked the 40-man idea. Yeah. I just didn't like the way they put it on and the way they did it. Possibly, just like I'm not trying to bash on them clearly, but like I loved the idea of the 50-man
Royal Rumble, the greatest Royal Rumble,
the greatest. Yeah, but like. They had too many.
You know who needs to be thankful the most about that match? The greatest one?
Braun, because he's got a title that never has to defend?
No.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Bryan?
No. Titus O'Neil.
Oh, is it Chris Jericho?
Because no, if they would have had the Titus normal freaking like LED screen, he would have broke his neck because his head just would have crunched into the LED screen. Yeah, because he tripped hard.
He went slide to break his neck.
Did, yeah,
he went way under the ring, and I was like, "Wait a minute!"
That is the greatest botch of all time.
Yeah,
it is.
I saw Titus running, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, where'd Titus go?"
Titus just disappeared.
He lost his balance.
He went to Hornswoggle's house.
Yeah,
he disappeared.
And they did that. They tried to do that again.
Yeah, that was good.
He ended up falling, and he was like, "I'm okay," and then he tripped somewhere else.
Yeah, that was most definitely a good one for sure.
They said he made a lot of money off of that. They made T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And
I really like the idea of the bigger, more men Royal Rumble or even women, but I feel like give me less. As much as I hate to say, give me less legends,
more than younger guys and stuff,
and more newer comers, or like call-ups, even possibly, and certain superstars.
I'm opposite of that.
Maybe a few legends and a few returns.
I like not even returns.
And what would be even great for the women's if they did like a 40 women.
Oh, JD just got RKO'd hardcore.
Well, he got one, a huge one Saturday.
That was like
he's got a neck brace on.
Yeah, because he took one off the top of the cage Saturday.
Yeah. And what would be great is if they did like a 40 women or 50 women.
Yeah.
They could call up people from Mexico, Japan. They could call all over. They could even call Indy. They don't necessarily. They could look. They have scouts on the Indies.
They had Mickie James in a Rumble.
Yeah.
While she was Impact Women's Champion,
she wore the Knockouts title out.
She did, and they even said it on the screen when she came out.
Impact.
Randy's wrestling on Raw.
He'll probably be in the main event.
Against Dom.
Oh,
really? He just called Dom out.
Oh, Dom
said, "I'm going back to find Adam Pearce to make a match with you tonight."
Poor Dirty Dom's gonna get RKO'd.
Michael Cole just said, "Daddy's home."
Oh my god! He said that about fucking Drew McIntyre, I'm pretty sure too, or some shit.
Yeah,
a little weird. He's been calling a lot of people daddy lately since Mommy's been coming around. That's weird.
Yeah. With the But a lot of people were worried about how like WWE was going to take it when Mickie James came out with the Knockouts title on her. Because I remember, and wasn't it? It was one of the announcers who even said it's the Impact Knockout, Knockouts champion.
Yeah.
Imagine if like they brought in the Impact World Champion. Imagine if they brought like Alex Shelley and he came out with the title.
The coolest one was when Christian was the Intercontinental Champion and he went to TNA to accept the Hall of Fame of Christian Cage Hall of Fame. Yeah, he was Intercontinental Champion at the time. Yeah, when when Christian Cage joined the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame.
He was
at Slammiversary. He was Intercontinental Champ.
I don't know. Interesting.
But they traded. That's when Flair, I'm pretty sure, got to come and do
the Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen Hall of Fame. That was the trade. I don't quite know if that's correct, but I believe that's what it was. The trade off.
WWE got a better trade for Ric Flair than Christian.
Yeah.
On that deal, I hate to say it.
But. I don't know. I was just. It's really.
Is that our truth? Is that the boy our truth?
That's our truth.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll. Ain't our truth.
Means our truth.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
That's awesome that Jelly Roll's on there.
That's crazy.
R-Truth is hilarious.
CMT award-winning,
yeah,
Grammy-winning star,
and he's on WWE.
Jelly Roll is on WWE Monday Night Raw with the boy R-Truth
and Akira Tozawa is dancing right now.
And Akira Tozawa.
Basically, R-Truth thought there was jelly rolls at catering.
Gosh.
While he was meeting Jelly Roll.
Jelly
So
Rolls,
he was like, "You got him on you," and he says,
Roll.
"I am Jelly Roll," and he says, "Oh, you got him on you," and he started grabbing. So they're doing #1 contenders.
Tag team turmoil.
Tag team turmoil.
Imperium breaks up here. No.
Is that the women's? No.
So you lied. They lied.
What?
Even though it's for WWEshop.com, they lied. This is an ad.
Nice.
This is a commercial.
All right, can you turn down a little bit now?
Sorry. It's a commercial. It's not commercial free.
The first hour was.
It's 8:27.
The first hour was.
The first hour of Survivor Series.
What?
It's still within the first
I know,
hour.
that's what I said. It's not supposed to be a commercial.
Yeah.
Bastards. They lied to us. Anyways, huge pop for R-Truth and Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
From us too and the audience. That's crazy.
Yeah.
R-Truth was the biggest return, clearly, at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
I was so happy when I seen that.
Yeah.
My boy Otis out there,
They're not chips, they're crisps.
They're not chips, they're not crisps, they're potato, or they're,
they're ruffles, and then they start
ruffles.
dancing.
That's what it was.
Whoa. Speaking of ruffles.
What about them? What's up, Scotty?
I see ruffles.
You see ruffles where?
On the floor.
That's crazy. What's going on with the ruffles? Care to explain?
So for the ruffles, so I was telling Keith earlier, or I was telling Brother Paul, sorry.
He was telling the executive producer, Keith.
I was telling the executive producer, Keith, but right now he's Brother Paul.
No.
So, bro, I was telling Brother Paul earlier.
Continue.
I'm sorry. I was telling him earlier that since there was so much advertisement and so much hype that WWE had Ruffles as a sponsor, we were gonna do. I brought four bags
and our favorite person,
R-Truth, and our favorite person, R-Truth.
Maybe after this,
R-Truth, said Ruffles. We're gonna have some Ruffles.
Dude, I will eat Ruffles every day if Ruffles paid me to eat Ruffles.
So we have Ruffles, like Mr. Scotty said. We have 4 different kinds.
He was the godfather of the murder sport
flaming
mafia.
hot cheddar and sour. Flaming hot
else?
Cheddar and sour cream.
We have flaming hot ones. We have. I want Scotty to say this one.
I love queso.
Queso chips, the best. Good old queso. We've got a good staple of them all. Good old sour cream and onion. And of course,
the OG.
The OG staple of them all. We've got some of the original
Ruffles.
What would you like to try? Which ones would you like to try?
Queso.
Quesos? Okay.
First.
There you go.
And then we're going to try all of them, right?
Yeah.
I want to try these ones first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to open these ones. You can open those ones.
I'll try that.
So how come Flamin' Hot. I guess we're starting with Flamin' Hot. Why did CM Punk wait to come out the very end? Why didn't he come out before that? What up, Bron?
I think we got a comment.
Oh, pass the bag. Jesus. He's too high for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since you ate one first, please explain how it tastes and what you like about it and anything.
So have you ever had a cheddar and sour cream one?
Yeah.
It's that, but hot.
But hot. Okay.
It's good.
Very helpful.
ASMR.
ASMR. Please stop.
They were just sitting here crunching. Oh, mine's on.
Mine's off now too.
A bunch of silence for a moment.
That's actually pretty good. Hot.
They're really good. They really have a kick at the end. Shut up. I definitely taste the sour cream cheese type ones more.
Yeah.
And like I said, the hint of heat comes at the end. I can feel it in my throat.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Shut
what
up.
she said.
God damn it.
So you're not gonna ever get out of that.
Shut up. But I really like them though.
Yeah, they are good.
Really good. Really flavorful. LeBron, the boy.
Bron.
I would definitely buy those again.
It's
Absolutely.
Bron, not LeBron. Bron.
So we're gonna try the queso, or how do you say it?
Queso. With a Q.
So have some twice.
Grab one, don't eat it yet. And hand the bag over.
That's no problem. We'll eat them.
I don't smell great.
They don't smell the grit. Don't eat it yet, please. While you're talking, I'm gonna I know, and I said now you may take a bite and chew. On ahead. Jeez. All right. So this one is the queso chip, which we are super excited, and I can't wait to hear what our partners have to say. No, what's wrong with it, Scotty? What could change? What would you rate it out of 5 taste? 0, not good at all.
I'm not a fan.
No.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even gonna finish it.
What's so bad about it?
It doesn't taste good.
Well,
My
yeah.
palate doesn't.
What do you think they could change? What do you think they could add?
You know how the cheddar and sour cream taste? Do more of that cheddar flavor.
Yeah. Now these ones though, I don't have to
They aren't
review it
bad.
because sour cream and onions are my favorite.
And he's talking while he's chewing, and so we're just gonna have like probably 2 minutes of.
How is end this year?
In this year?
Oh, that's Jinder Mahal's group.
Yeah. Anyways, I like them personally. They're pretty good.
They're not bad. It's okay. I mean, I like cheddar. Like, of course, I like cheddar and sour cream more, but they're not bad.
They're extra cheddary, and they got a little kick to it, and some heat to them.
Yeah.
Well, Scotty said his part. You wanna talk about the sour cream and onion?
Those ones. Those are my
sour
favorites.
cream and onion.
They're the best. They're really good.
Scotty can talk about them for a few minutes while you get yours.
So like sour cream
Why are
and
they your
onion is
favorite?
my favorite chips,
Okay, why?
but like Ruffles are my favorite ones. Like Lay's are a close second, but like the Ruffles ones, they're ridgy and I think they taste better than the.
So yeah, I like sour cream and onion. I've had that's my dad's favorite, sour cream and onion.
What do you got, brother Paul?
The only bag left, the original.
OG. OG Paul.
The OG, the
I
original,
think I'm ready to review them now.
plain salty. I didn't even get one of those yet.
These have toys for tots.
Yeah, Choice for Tots was on the bag.
I like the original OG ones. In my opinion, just with that one, I noticed it's a little too salty. I don't know if it's just because it's the original or what. Maybe a little less salt.
Yeah,
About it.
There's more salt on a Lay than these ones.
Now, do you like really salty chips, or is it like more or less?
No, if I want a regular Lay's chip, I get the lightly salted kind because if I eat too many of them, they burn your lips.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Have you ever had the dark chips, like the burned ones?
Yes.
What do you think of those?
Yeah.
Like
They're
kettle chips?
okay.
No, they're
No,
like
they're Lay's chips, but they get extra crispy. They're like black.
They call them like rainbow something. They have like a rainbow on them, the bag.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. I don't really like them.
Now I like kettle cooked chips though. Like
Yeah.
the jalapeno ones are my favorite. Mm-hmm.
You know, my
Squared
mom
Circle
and my
Shenanigans
mom
enters the kitchen, boy.
maybe this is the new taste stuff.
Bro.
We'll just taste everything.
Just taste random stuff.
What are we reviewing next week?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
It's gonna be like steak.
We're not bringing you $20 steaks, Scotty.
It'll be like $18 steak.
You get lucky with a $5 steak.
Who the hell? That's fine.
He's like, okay.
I like cube steak.
We tell him steak, but we're just gonna bring in hot dogs.
Yeah.
Piss them
They
off.
better be all beef, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy don't eat like slimy hot dogs.
That's
anymore.
fair.
Yeah.
I eat
Understandable.
good hot dogs.
That's very understandable.
Bar rest, you can get that shit out of here.
Yeah. Now, out of the 4, which one do you like the best, brother Paul? Scotty?
Which what?
Which out of the 4, which one do you like the best?
Oh, sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion.
That's a given.
You?
With the
I think I would go with the flaming hot. I like those.
that's the number 2 for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm tied between both of the flaming
Queso.
hot and the queso is number 1. I'd have to go with that as number 2. Regular number 3 because they're just too salty.
Yeah.
All right, Scotty, what do you got? Go
Queso
ahead.
doesn't even
1 through
count.
4. Go ahead.
I'm only going 1 through 3.
Okay, go then.
Sour cream and onion, flaming hot, regular.
Yeah.
So queso is 4 or not there at all. Understandable.
I threw it out.
I feel like I'm gonna be the one that takes the queso ones. I like them. They're not bad.
Yeah.
I really wanted the flaming hot at first, but the quesos aren't bad, and it doesn't look like people are gonna eat them. So we'll see.
I think we got a comment. Do we got one? It's 8.
Abu Naya Jacks. That was a minute ago. All right. Well, now that we did our food review,
Look, it looks like a T-Rex head.
it looks like Pac-Man, just not opened
Yeah.
all the way. Anyways, I think before we go too long, we got a good.
I'm not
like,
going
7
anywhere.
minutes.
I'll be right back.
We got like 7 minutes, give or take, maybe 10. Let's talk about some of our favorite Orton and Punk matches since they've returned, and give some facts that we have, if any.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with my first fact. I think.
dude, the snake's looking at me.
And you're cool. She's all right.
So, so for Orton, what do you got? Or Punk or...
Orton. My Orton fact is actually consistent to Randy Orton, clearly, and Survivor Series, though, which is Randy has been a consistent presence at Survivor Series with 15 appearances altogether.
Not last year.
11 of them, he was a part of the traditional Survivor Series match. And the first appearance was in 2003. And his most recent one was Saturday night.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Like
still
SNL?
3.
Like Saturday Night
No, I
Live.
just said Saturday Night Live. I didn't say live.
It was a live event. How much?
Saturday night's main event.
That's not a thing. Not anymore.
I mean, he still is just as good as he was when
Absolutely.
he came to WWE. I mean, well, and just being in Survivor Series in 2003.
Absolutely. Wild.
And it's also, well, as we just saw, Randy Orton's on right now.
Yep.
It's Randy Orton's first time on Raw in almost 2 years. And he was actually injured on Raw too.
Eats more super salty chips.
With it was RK Bro up against the Bloodline.
Last time
for
I
the
seen
Unified
Randy
Tag
Orton
Belts.
in person, it was Randy Orton. It was RK Bro in Alpha Academy doing a spelling bee.
That was awesome.
I was there for that.
You were there?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That was
It's a
remember he
new
went-
day. Yes, it
remember,
is.
Shorty Gable when I got an immaculate 4.0 and he goes, "Thank you," and then he gets a question wrong.
Chad Gable is like, excuse me, sorry about that. One of my favorites right now.
Really?
Just because he can for real go in the ring, and that, but like not only that, like the whole shoosh, his whole gimmick is awesome.
Shoosh.
I love that. I did that to my.
Thank you.
I did that and people never got it. I would go shoosh and people were like, "What?"
It's really good.
New Day panned into the Nashville crowd.
Now,
wearing
do you
Predators
like
jerseys.
Shorty Gable's thing now rather than when he was with Alpha Academy? When he was with, trying to think, what was the guy's name?
Oh,
Jason
Jason
Jordan.
Jordan.
Jason Jordan. What do you think of Alpha Academy? Alpha Academy when
Alpha Academy versus now.
Yeah. Because he's with Otis now, isn't he?
Yeah, Otis.
It's always been Alpha Academy though.
Yeah, but we're original Alpha Academy.
But the
was
original,
that they were still called Alpha Academy though?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was him and Jason Jordan,
who turned out to be Kurt Angle's son. Kurt Angle's son.
Right.
Why'd you put quotations?
It's not his son.
Because it's supposedly not his son, but also it's supposedly his son from when Booker T and him had a feud way back in the day, and he was supposedly with Sharmell. That's what they said. So
they look identical. So
wait,
what?
They don't. But wait, if he had because when it was with Sharmell, wouldn't that make like Jason Jordan at the time?
Really Vince's son?
What?
Hornswoggle was Vince's son.
Vince's son.
That makes more sense.
It's the same thing. They're related.
No.
Now with Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle, if he had
that face,
if he had a relationship with Sharmell, wouldn't that at the time make Jason Jordan only like a teenager? Let's say because he was like in his 20s at the time.
Maybe, I have no idea.
Because I was thinking because Jason Jordan was in his early to mid 20s when they did that storyline. Wouldn't that I think that would have made Jason Jordan a teenager, maybe.
Maybe it's a good question.
If they go by timeline wise,
I'm not too sure.
I'll have to go back and look.
We'll have to definitely do a little research.
Yeah. We should just do weird storylines and stuff.
Definitely could.
I mean, we have the whole Attitude Era, you definitely Mark Henry and Mae Young.
I was gonna say we could definitely talk about Mae Young's hand baby.
Remember Mae Young getting put through the table by the Dudley Boys?
Yeah.
Here's a weird storyline. Edge and Lita are Edge and Lita going at it on live television. Weird. That was really awkward. Weird storyline.
Remember the storyline with Boogeyman and King Booker and Queen Sharmell?
And then Jillian Hall eating the thing off of her face.
Oh, man. Something I thought was really fun, but really interesting and weird at the same time. All together. Boogeyman and Little Boogeyman versus Finley and Hornswoggle.
That was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Did not expect any of it to happen ever.
No.
Didn't expect the Boogeyman in general. And then you never expect a small version of somebody.
Remember when he returned at the Royal Rumble and got in the ring with Bray Wyatt?
That was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
had a very shiny nose.
It's on.
No.
It is. It's on right now.
No, you're watching Raw. Oh, well, now you're going to put it on. Okay.
Oh.
If they're singing and you get us screwed, you're going to pay for it.
Couldn't we get censored because of that?
Yeah.
That's why I say the weather outside. You can say the first line. Scotty doesn't know.
Technically, yeah, you get I think it's 15 seconds.
Yeah, so I always keep it within the perimeters and just say the first line.
I know on Twitch it's for certain songs it's 15 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be for Facebook because I just assume about 10, 15 seconds.
And you usually have to put you don't own the rights to the music.
I don't own any rights to any music except the song I created.
It was okay. That was a terrible cover, so nothing happened. You're okay.
I remember hearing about
I could do that really good, actually. That's the crazy part. I was told when I was younger that I could do his voice really well, and it scares me. I don't like it.
And you do it now.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do it.
We don't have to do it on the air because it could get something. We could get blocked.
I'll do the first part like he just said. I'll do the first thing like he said. I see trees of green in clouds of white. Like that type of thing.
It sounds like
it's like, what the hell?
You did a good job, big fella.
And I was like, but I know a lot of the songs. So I was like, I just started practicing. After I heard it, I started practicing, and I'm like, holy crap, it's really, really good and really weird. I can actually do that. But yeah, that's my hidden talent. I can do, Lou Armstrong voice. I like to sing Kermit the Frog song like that.
The Rainbow Connection.
Yeah. I can't remember the words right now, but that's what I used to do.
Nice.
Really fun.
So when we were talking about Orton, I wanted to about Punk. Remember his title reign in WWE?
Yeah,
Alberto Del
absolutely.
Rio.
Remember when Cena?
And brain fart.
I love Alberto Del Rio.
And brain fart.
He's Alberto Patron now, right? Or he was.
I don't know what he goes by right now.
I know when he wrestled for TNA, he was Alberto El Patron.
He was also Alberto El Patron for Lucha Libre or Lucha Underground.
Triple A.
WWE was just Del Rio.
I think they told it because when he used to wrestle before joining WWE, he was Alberto El Patron, and they said we got to go with Del Rio.
That was 2011, though.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It feels, and that's when I just got into wrestling, actually, too.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, I got WWE title, CM Punk, and
that's wild.
Brock Lesnar returning to WWE and beating up John Cena. I remember my very first moment. I remember my.
You've been so disruptive and destructive this episode.
That was an accident.
I remember there La La Land watching us.
I remember my very first. Well, it was Monday Night Raw, and it was when Kane broke through the ring to grab AJ Lee, and John Cena came running out. That was my very first WWE. And then right after that, they announced Hell in a Cell for Triple H and The Undertaker. And Undertaker's now my favorite.
I think one of my earliest memories, I remember that happening, but like my earliest memory is probably there being, it was the NWO, and it was a Nitro for like a month there. They filmed Nitro at the entrance of Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
And like obviously the backstage area was like a back lot.
Right.
And there was the angle was the NWO was going after everybody, and there was like every member of the NWO was backstage there fighting, like Raymond. I can see. I think it was Kevin Nash. I believe Kevin Nash throws Rey Mysterio up against the production truck.
The production truck.
Yeah. And they take Rey. Okay, so in real life, around Hollywood Studios is a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So Rich is just a stone wall, probably like 10 foot tall. So you couldn't see over what was going on. Only the people in the area could hear what was going on. So you had 911 showing up and police showing up to Nitro, which they ended up using. They let them know that it was live TV and they were going as part of the show. But they were like, "Would you guys like to come in, bring the ambulance and stuff?" And then they used that as part of the show. That was all because of people who live in the surrounding areas calling 911.
That's crazy.
I remember when
probably my earliest memory.
All right, so we've surpassed an hour, fellas. We're doing great.
All right,
we're at an hour and 8 minutes now. We're going to about 1:15, so we got about 6 minutes left.
Nice.
You can talk about your favorite Orton or Punk match or moment. I'll do one. Reese can do another one, and then I'll do our day in history, and then we'll go over the sponsors, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
So, what do you got, Scotty? Whatever you like.
My favorite CM Punk match at Survivor Series is
Robot
2007
Robot,
and it's CM Punk survives the odds.
Okay, that's better.
He was good.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. he defended the ECW title. Against
who are you, Chris Jericho?
What are they, Miz and Morrison? What do they call their tag team?
It was
the Dirt Sheet.
Yeah,
they it was them.
It was them.
CM Punk fact.
No,
star OVW 1X World Champ, 1X Southern Tag Champ with Seth Skyfire. You gotta say it like that because it's in Kentucky. And then one-time television champion.
I was gonna say the 1X means one time.
And if you didn't know, for the first time in almost 10 years, CM Punk will be live on Monday Night Raw.
You might have already been. We don't know yet.
No,
I haven't heard him yet, so he'll probably be at the end. Maybe he'll.
Did you know in 2004 there's Team Orton versus Team Triple H? And the winning team got the BGM. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
I knew that. That was a cool match.
Did you know some?
I literally hate you. I said pick one thing, and you read all of it, and then you flip it over. Unbelievable.
Wait, aren't those?
That's mine from last week. He doesn't have a
Did
notebook,
you know
and I didn't
that?
want to give him a piece of paper out of my notebook.
Did you
So
know that?
I just had to do something.
I was gonna say, isn't that the thing?
Did you know that wrestler
Yes.
Jesse Daniels
Stop.
is the godfather?
Hey, no more. Unbelievable.
The murder sport mafia.
Brother Paul.
You're gonna show us the camera and throw your mic at him or something?
He's gonna get a smack in a moment. Live on camera. He's gonna get in the chest.
Josh Dobbs.
I'm gonna give him a chop in the chest in a minute.
Yeah.
Negative.
Oh no, it's positive. It's coming. Nonetheless, my favorite. I hate you so much. Stop laughing at me. Stop being
I
high.
can't help it. Well, that's
Stoner Scott needs to calm down on the stone.
on the stone. Hey, you need to get less stoned.
Let's stone yourself, buddy.
What's your favorite?
I'm gonna go with Randy Orton.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed 2011 when it was Team Orton versus Team Barrett. And surprisingly, Protege Cody Rhodes and Barrett won over Randy Orton as the sole survivors, with Randy Orton hitting Rhodes with the RKO just to get a wasteland from Barrett at the end and pinned.
Yeah.
And then for CM Punk, I'd have to say in 2006 he was the favorite superstar of the night. During his time as a part of Team DX versus Team Rated RKO, where he teamed with DX and the Hardy Boys, and he got to say the famous "Are you ready?"
That was cool
line, and everyone popped. Can you stop?
Are you ready?
It depends. Well, not really right now.
You could just do one about famous catchphrases for also.
Dude, I think my mic's been off this whole time.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. Can you?
No, I think it's been off this whole time.
Nonetheless, CM Punk has had a list of accomplishments very long. You've started it by going on about OVW.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fantastic. I thought that was really fantastic. We now, though, will talk about a little bit of WWE facts for you, which is that Punk is a one-time ECW champion, a 3-time World Heavyweight champion, a 2-time WWE champion, and also he's held the Intercontinental Tag Team titles each one time. My fun fact is that Punk needs to win the U.S. title to become a Grand Slam champion. But other than that, he's also a 7-time Slammy Award winner, a 2-time Money in the Bank back-to-back winner, and the 19th Triple Crown champion in WWE.
When CM Punk was a commentator, that shit was always gold, bro.
You're not wrong, actually.
He was pretty cool.
That was the most random high thing you could say, and it was brilliant, though.
Remember when
CM Punk was a commentator, dude? Each week was gold because he was hurt. We still needed to pay the bills.
Absolutely.
Remember when he came out with just a mic and was unfiltered?
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
And he waved at all the cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, the pipe bomb?
Yeah, the pipe bomb.
Hi, Cole.
But yeah, that was a lot of my favorite stuff.
Yeah.
What do you got?
For Orton, I put Team Bischoff versus Team Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
Back in 2003. So, and then I put where and Orton had pinned HBK, Shawn Michaels, after Batista gave him a Batista bomb. So I thought that was a really cool match.
Absolutely, I remember that.
Young Randy Orton, young Randy Orton was something. I mean, he's something today, but I mean,
absolutely, that
legend killer vibe I dug,
Absolutely.
And I like how he carried it with him for a while, the legend killer. And
he took down a lot of legends.
Yeah, Jake Robert, Dusty Rhodes.
Rhodes, yep. DiBiase, Piper, Michaels, RVD. That's just to name a few.
And I mean, and that's when he went around just attacking them,
The biggest one, Hulk Hogan. When he was going after Brooke Hogan as well.
Yeah. And then he had that big feud with Undertaker. I always dug their Hell in a Cell match.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Undertaker and Randy Orton's Hell in a Cell match.
It was really
with
good.
Cowboy Bob Orton. And then he got Cowboy Bob got his
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Remember when Enjoy the Ride, and then the reporter, he got like possessed, and he talked into it and said Enjoy the Ride.
Undertaker's talking like in the driver's seat of the
and he said Enjoy the Ride. He turns around. Remember with Teddy Long, he went Buckle Up, Teddy.
Yeah, Buckle Up, Teddy.
For CM Punk, I put about his historic title reign, about him winning it from Alberto Del Rio, back in Survivor Series 2011. As I said, that was my. I liked it because that was the first time I really got into wrestling, and seeing CM Punk, I really liked him. I mean, I still like him, just it's a little hard right now, but and then CM Punk, when we were saying about OVW and WWE, he's also a 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion, a 2-time Tag Team Champion for Ring of Honor with Colt Cabana. And he's a class, and he is the ROH class of 2022 Hall of Fame.
That is,
just a great career.
I've reviewed the shit out of these ruffles, dude.
You really have. That's all we're gonna hear most of the show.
Towards the end, yeah.
That's fantastic. I absolutely love that. That's great. Well, with that being said, I believe we've gone through almost everything that we can. Or that we have, I should say.
Yeah.
So for that being said, we're gonna go to our This Day in History, November 27th, clearly 1991.
Whoa!
WWF Survivor Series took place in Detroit, Michigan.
Motor City.
Detroit,
Michigan. Go. During the event, we saw the WWF champion at the time, Hulk Hogan, lose his title to The Undertaker due to Ric Flair. This win made Taker the youngest WWE champion in history to this point in time.
Nice.
Absolutely wild. First ever World Heavyweight Championship, first off.
Yeah.
And you defeat Hulk Hogan.
That's just amazing.
A main name.
I have one last thing to say, though, before we go.
Ruffles.
No, it starts with an R.
Oh, okay.
It starts with an F.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
I think I know where you're going.
Don't say it.
Fork Ryback, dude.
Just eat fork.
Fork Ryback. Retire. You didn't say, and you said if CM Punk returns tonight, I'll retire for pro wrestling. You did not say if CM Punk returns to AEW tonight, I'll retire from wrestling. Be a man of your word, Ryback. You're a punk.
Why are you looking?
Because I'm acting. I don't know.
Camera.
I am looking at the camera.
I'm looking at the seat. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, because you're right there. Well, with that being said, I was just imagining him sitting there, and I'm saying it across from him.
All right. Well,
Ryback, you suck.
Those are his words, not ours. All of
No,
ours.
not ours. Not ours.
So you know.
Retire. Be a man of your word. Pipe bomb.
Once again, all Scotty.
We've got a great show, by the way. Loved the Chip review and Louis Armstrong.
Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
Very kind.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
But with that being said, Scotty is going to talk more, and he is going to go over our sponsors to end the show for us. So we would like to send a huge shout out for the love and support continuously on our show from
the Mint Cannabis Smoker Society, FU Wrestling for us,
Jeremiah.
8 Mile Vodka, Maya's Fresh Mexican Grill, Lane's Pizzeria, IWR, DT Dub, Little Brown Jug, Craving Sports Cards and Collectibles. Absolutely. And our bros at Pro Wrestling Edge.
Yes.
Pro Wrestling Adam Copeland. Get it? You get what I see what I did there?
Yeah,
you see what I did there? All right, bet.
That
cool.
was great.
We love you guys.
Come back next week where I believe we've got it written down right now as our special guest.
Written down.
As our special guest, as the one and only biggest Michigan fan himself, the one, the only Hank Hogan.
Nice.
That's not even. He's not the biggest Michigan fan.
Anyways, yeah, Hank's
Let's
coming
go
next week. Bye.